Alright guys, so I know it's been a very long time since I've made a video. I just checked, it's been almost 2 months now. And just been a little busy, and of course now school's out and everything because of this stupid coronavirus situation. I know a lot of people's YouTube videos are getting demonetized just for them saying coronavirus, so if mine does, oh well. But yeah, so my last video was on the dirt bike KX250. I've been riding the crap out of that lately and runs great. Anyway, this video is about this motorized bike. Now you probably notice it looks just like it did last year and the year before. Just because the last setup I had on this, I had the other carburetor with the intake over to that side, the offset intake, and I had the Springer chain tensioner, and just both of those were just complete garbage. So I just put the stock setup back on. Well, not stock, but this is the way I've had it set up for about a year and a half now, and it's been working fine. So I put that back on it, and it runs fine. It's just the same old piece of crap motorized bike, but it works, and it gets me around. So who really cares? The chain tensioner I wouldn't suggest getting unless you have a bigger sprocket, because that chain, or not, the chain tensioner is fine, but the spring that came with it was just way too weak, and I couldn't find a bigger spring for it that would work really good, that wasn't super long or super short. So I just said, screw it, this works. I just have to make sure that this isn't loose or anything so it doesn't go into my spokes. But other than that, it works fine. Got the stock carburetor back on it. I wouldn't even call it modified. I just drilled some holes in the back of it for airflow, and that's about it. And then I've got my modified exhaust with some holes in the bottom with the baffle taken out. I just replaced the spark plug because the last one just fouled out on me, because I tried to run this in the cold weather a couple times in the winter, and it was running super rich, so I fouled out the plug. But anyway, this is how this bike is gonna be set up for, I don't know, as long as I have this engine on this bike. This is how it's gonna be set up. I just rebuilt the clutch yesterday. No, 2 days ago I rebuilt the clutch. And if you motorized bike guys know, it's just pretty simple to do. You just take your little clutch cover thing off, you take your pressure plate off, replace your little clutch pads, and it was grabbing like crap. I tried to just adjust the clutch back to factory settings, but I couldn't. So I decided to rebuild it. Now it still grabs like crap. It looks like it grabs good just from here. Like, I can't really move the bike, and it's connected to the engine, but when you go to try to start it, it just slips and slips and slips, and it's fine once it's started. But if I build another bike, it's going to have the wide pedals. I'm going to put a pull starter on it, and I'm just not going to mess with the engine too much. I'll do a little porting and polishing like this one. I'm not even going to put a head on the next one, just because this is why this bike is a piece of crap, because I've messed with it way too much. I just haven't left it alone to where it runs fine and works. I mean, it runs fine now. It's a major pain in my ass, like a lot of times. Got a new pedal on here because the old one snapped off. Decided to snap when I tried to start it this spring. Went outside, tried to, because this is a heavy, really heavy bike. It's a steel frame Huffy. When they were made in the USA back in the 80s, spikes from the 80s, as if you couldn't tell from like the colors and stuff. But yeah, it's really heavy, and I took the shifting things off when I built the bike, so it's stuck in this high gear. So starting it's a pain, and now it even sucks more because the clutch slips. But once it's running, it's fine. Running it a little bit nicer of a two-stroke mix in it this year. Last year I was just running the Lucas semi-synthetic. Now I'm running, you can't even see in there, never mind. But now I'm running Yamalube 2S, I think it's called. It's just some old two-stroke oil I've had laying around, but it's not like crappy oil. It's really nice oil. But yeah, I mean, this is the way this bike's gonna stay. Put another new throttle cable on it. So that snapped again for the second time. But, you know, it works. I've got about 900 miles on it right now, so if it gets me to 1,000 miles and then blows up, I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't really be that sad either, because I've always wanted another bike. I just don't want to drop the money on it when I have two motorized bikes. If you didn't know, I have this one and then a 4-stroke little friction drive one. But yeah, that's how this bike's gonna stay. I just wanted to make a video for you guys since I just got a new phone, and I don't know if I can't really tell if this looks like a GoPro video or not. It's just, I don't know. I got a new phone, way better camera than my old one. My old one used to have really crappy video quality. This one's got slow-mo, super slow-mo. I think it's also got time-lapse. So maybe I'll make a couple time-lapse riding videos or other videos like that for you guys. Yeah. So like I said, that's why I haven't been on this. I'll try to do more YouTube videos. I just haven't been doing it because you couldn't hear these little guys in the background. Got some chickens. They're about 3 weeks old right now. 3.5. Ready to move them into the big coop I've got out back in here in a couple days. Ready to move them into the big coop back there that I built about a week ago. So yeah, I mean, this is the way this bike's gonna stay, and I'll try to make more YouTube videos for you guys. So stay tuned for those. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful day.